up, on the way up, on the way up, on the way up. On the way up, on the way up, on the way up. On the way up. On the way up. On the way up, on the way up, on the way up. On the way up. On the way up. On the way up, on the way up, on the way up. On the way up.
I'm elegant, I'm sophisticated, I'm a mother of 3, but don't get it twisted. Don't try me, because you're going to see a whole nother side of me. So today I'm going to be meeting with my broker. Oh my God, y'all have the best broker in the entire world, Jeremy Norman with Norman and Associates. Let me tell you something. When I call on him, which it means so much to me as one of the newer agents on the scene, when I call on him and I have a question at any time, he always calls me. If he can't answer, I know that he's gonna call me right back. I know that he's always accessible, and that means so much to me as a person, because I'm more of a face-to-face person. Like, I need you to need me. So the listing appointment was good. I actually have the listing. We're going live tomorrow. I have the photos. I want you to look at them.
Okay.
Just to make sure like everything is on point.
Mm-hmm.
The photographer did a really good job at like telling me, hey, you need to make sure that this is removed and all that, so I can like further advise my client.
Yeah, because staging is everything. When you're talking about listing a home, we want to make sure, less is possible when you're talking about listing a home. Stuff, people have clutter all over the place and decolorize, so that's a great thing on it. I tell everybody, you always want to get professional pictures, because sometimes these agents trying to do it from an iPhone. iPhone don't really get the whole size of the room on it, so that's great on it. I know that you've been working RedX, and how are you doing with our daily accountability chart?
Today he's probably gonna get in my butt because I did not do what I was supposed to do on our game plan from one of our last meetings, one of our last coaching sessions. So I'm really nervous to go here and tell him that I didn't do what I was supposed to do, but I got some good news for him. So I've been so busy, I haven't been able to do it because, all right, so good news is I was able to get our offer accepted. Like, this property had like 15 offers on it, and they accepted mine.
That's our Atlanta market right now.
And so we're actually in the process of doing counter offers right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I want to get your advice on this too, because I'll show you the property. To me, I think it's listed a little too high. Everything that he has ever told me has always benefited me. So any advice that he gives me, I take that straight to heart. I take that and I write that thing in pen.
In our market right now, we don't have a lot of inventory. Sellers are getting very, very, how can I say it? They're not giving much closing costs right now because they know that it's more of a seller's market. So I'm telling buyers now, and y'all have to inform y'all buyers that sometimes you're not going to be able to get those closing costs that we may be able to get 2 years ago on it, especially with the inventory level.
I make sure that I follow through what I need to follow through on, because I came in, the reason why I joined the brokerage is because I knew that he was going to be able to provide me with a place to actually be able to succeed and get to the level that I really want to get to in real estate. Anything that he says to me is gold, and I'm always going to follow what he says. So any advice he has to give me, I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna follow through and do my part, because he's doing his part.
So tell me why we didn't do the accountability sheet.
Because I didn't make no calls, because I gained some more clients. So while I wasn't able to really do what we were supposed to do in our plan, I did get some other productive things done, and I still am moving, I still am shaking. But at the end of the day, I got some excuses to give. I've been in you know what? Anything I give you is probably gonna be an excuse.
Yes.
So, yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Well, you know how important that accountability sheet is to hold you accountable. I need you to do it for a whole week, because we're now transitioning to the point where we're talking about time management. You have a lot of things going on. You're a real estate agent, you're a mother, you're an entrepreneur, so we got to make sure that we manage our time accordingly. I ask agents all the time how many hours you put in on real estate. If you tell me 2 or 3, that's not going to be a successful real estate agent. We need about 5, 6, maybe 8 to really be successful. So, seat.
I will do the sheet.
How you are with your marketing and branding right now?
So I'm still in the process of like choosing colors, because I got with someone and they were just letting me know like your colors are important because it speaks to your audience. So like blue and reds go into the trust.
Red is power, all those type of things. Yeah.
Right. So I'm just trying to figure out like what I want my colors to be, like what I want my statement to be to my audience. My whole purpose of my business is like I want to be a pioneer for women, especially single mothers, because I think a lot of times like we don't feel like we can do it, or we feel like, oh, because we have children we're gonna have to wait, or we're gonna have to put a lot of stuff on the back burner because we have these extra responsibilities in our lives. So I want something that represents that.
Okay. Well, that's one of the most tough decisions to make in building a brand is the color and the logo. I have a lot of agents that, they sit there and throw all type of color. What I could tell everybody is, we think about luxury because we are going towards the luxury. A luxury is always a clean white complemented by the white. So if you do a blue, it's going to probably be complemented with the white. Red, white, black, white. You see the pattern. Some people are going to like the tan color like here and the white. So just think about those particular in that arena. But it's also what makes you feel good. I think a brand color has got to be you. I know this whole thing about, the color really sets, the tone, but I feel like you set the tone.
I want to be a pioneer for single women because there were so many times, even just having 1 or 2 children, there are so many times where I really doubted myself. Like I really looked down on myself. After I had my first child, I was still superwoman. So I was still doing everything I possibly could. When I had my second child, I went through like postpartum depression. I went through a lot of things in my life because there were a lot of transitions that I was going through as a woman, and just learning myself and learning who I was and who I didn't want to be and who I wanted to be, and relationships and breakups and makeups. I went through postpartum depression all over again. In between having my second and my third child, I lost literally my entire family. I only have, my grandmother and my mother, and both of them passed away in the same month, 2 weeks away from each other. So dealing with not only postpartum, but dealing with grief, having to grieve an entire family and not having anyone, not feeling successful in the career that I had. I worked for a company for almost 7 years. And worked my ass off for the company and not feeling like I was even getting anywhere with that. It was just trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma. So kind of pulling that all back together and getting back on my feet, I'm like, I know I'm not the only person that goes through this. I'm not the only person that has experienced this in life. So I just want to be a pillar for those who doubt themselves. I want to be an example for those people who wake up every day and feel like they can't do it, because I've been there. I've done that. I felt like I couldn't do it. I know what it feels like to go into a closet and turn the light off and just wish that was your everyday. Even through your situation, there's a blessing.
If we stay focused on the things that we do, we have our weekly follow-up with each other, I think you're going to really, really take Atlanta by storm, and I'm proud to be in partnership with you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go.
That last step that you take might be that step that you really, really need to get to where you dreamed that you would never go.
Why be the star when the director calls all the shots. I got a phone call from, I think, my grandma, which is her sister, saying that they found her unresponsive. They had took her to the hospital. They had to put her in a diabetic coma because her blood sugar was 1600. And that's all that I knew at that time. So I'm just thinking like, you know, well, things gonna be fine. You know, I think the next day or 2 days later, they said that they had took her out of the coma. They were working on it and everything, and they was just gonna monitor her for the next 48 hours. So I'm just, you know, I'm working and everything, so I don't really have time to even really think about it like that. I'm just hoping for the best. You know, I can feel her. I don't know why I thought I wanted this film. I got a phone call early, maybe 2 days later, early in the morning from my cousin, and I just knew. Before I had even picked up the phone, I knew. And I just kind of let the day go by. I try not to think about it so much because I had so much going on. But when I got a text message and then I got another phone call and I just lost it. June the 9th, she texted me and sent me her new number. And then July the 17th, I text her first. Because I was like, I want to be more family oriented and just reach out to my family. So I was like, hey, auntie, hope all is well. Love you. And she said, hey, how are you? Hope all is well. I'm doing well. Much love. Talk to you soon. And it was the last time I texted my auntie.
Weighing 376 pounds is shocking. And I'm comfortable with saying it. It was almost like we didn't talk about it or anything like that. My friends! I wanted to blame my parents, really. Especially my mother. I know why, how I got here, but I guess I'm just upset that I didn't get here sooner.
So it's really up to you to take advantage of your journey for yourself.
I promise, as long as I have breath in my body, I will not ever get back this large again. It's a little embarrassing. It's very emotional. Very, very emotional.
This is something you pray for, that she find this within herself to do for herself.
I was smoking and I was overweight, and I didn't know that my dad was not going to be here anymore, but it makes me feel better that he's more proud than anything, that I've decided to take control of my life.
You've been excited to tell your story?
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a one.
Some may be blinded by the booty, but no, baby, I am marked by beauty. So today is my birthday party, and per usual, I'm running late. Nothing is going as planned. I'm flying through traffic trying to get to the venue because I'm supposed to be here at 7:30. I didn't show up until 8 o'clock. And I've got all this food. Nobody knew I was cooking all this food. I got these balloons and we still got to decorate. Alicia was supposed to come and help me decorate, but she didn't show up. So it was just, to me in my head, this is a shit show. I just thought this place was a little different.
But the music is perfect, because any louder, I know you want it like a club, but I like the vibe.
Is there people here? Who's here?
Phil and his two friends. J-Man came, of course, Easy, everybody else.
Okay. Okay.
But you look pretty.
Thank you.
You look like the Barbie doll.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I'm mad. And DEVONTA in there trying to calm me down. And I want to say, nigga, get the fuck out my face. You're not making it any better. Talking about I look like a Barbie doll, nigga. Nobody's here.
Yeah, what you want?
I don't give a shit.
You want the crown apple or vodka?
Crown apple.
Okay, I get your crown apple.
Thank you, darling.
You want
I spent a lot of money on this venue. And for them to not have no tables, no chairs, the dishes, it was dirty dishes in the sink. It was dirty dishes in the stove. The music, I was so happy getting this venue because they said, oh, we got surround sound music, and baby, you couldn't, my phone played, the music on my phone played louder than that speaker that they provided for us.
It was so ghetto. So you have to know about this little small bottle. So tell me why you keep it about yourself. Ghetto.
So I should do that with my food.
Oh, I don't think because it's so small, it's gonna make tea out.
I told him.
Oh, you told me to do
I
that?
told him to bring a bottle.
Yeah, the bar is supposed to be for the house.
Right.
Walking out of the back and seeing everybody there cheering my name, saying happy birthday, and of course, Mr. Abram. Come on, why? Like, it felt really good. It felt really good. And I felt loved. I felt really special.
Damn, girl! You look the fuck good. Hey, baby. Oh, happy birthday, Rachel. I'm so sorry we late.
Rachel looked really nice. It was a party. Happy birthday.
Yes, I'm here at my shawty Rachel birthday party. I'm so excited. Me and baby done got dressed. We looking good. So let's go in here. We're gonna have a good time. So I'm going around and I'm speaking to everybody because I haven't seen everybody since the reunion, not in the same place. So it's good to see everybody here. I'm excited. It's Rachel's birthday, so I know the party gonna be lit and everything is everything.
Hey, Destiny.
Hey, baby, you was talking, so I was trying to get to you. How you doing, baby?
Let's go talk. So, Destiny comes in and, you know, she speaks. And me personally, I honestly can see you and not see you. Like, we could be in the same room and I can look right past you. You could be paint on the wall and I wouldn't see you. But she makes an effort to come over and hug me and speak. So we're here. Let's go ahead and have a conversation. Let's kind of air it out. I'm gonna say my piece. I'm gonna hear what she gotta say, and then we'll go from there. You know you hurt my feelings.
I know. And I said anytime you wanted to talk to me about it, that I would be willing to talk to you about it. I still haven't even listened to the video or whatever, but I said I wish you could have heard the entire conversation that I had about everybody. What you heard was a snippet of what I said. What I said was true concerns, like true questions that I had coming from somebody who don't quite understand y'all world. And like I said, it was way more to the conversation than that. But at that moment in time, I was asking other cast members who are out about their sexuality, like, how does the community feel about that? Like, how do they feel knowing that one man is saying this about his sexuality and then it's perceived to be this way? That's just like me saying I'm black, but when I get around my white friends, I tell my black friends, you know what, I ain't black when I'm around them. So I was confused. Like I said, I'm just a little country girl from Carrollton, Georgia.
And that's where I have trouble with the whole, well, it wasn't meant to be malicious and this, that, and the other thing, because all year, everything was, well, we didn't say this, or I only said this, or da-da-da-da-da. And it was, well, production said, and production asked me this question, and blah, blah, blah. So when we have the moment at the reunion, and I'm like, cool, I'm gonna let go of everything, and then days later, I get that in my inbox. How do you think it made me feel?
I don't know.
Like flip the script. How would that have made you feel if it's people in your face telling you, well, I don't give a fuck about such and such. I love XYZ, blah, blah, blah. And then the conversation is heard. And it's like,
you can't say it was a conversation. It was a snippet.
What was okay? Because are we?
You gotta tell me because I still.
Okay, that's fine. All I get hit with all the time is perception is reality. That as an artist, as a public face, that is what I get hit with all the time. So the perception of what I received was that he can say whatever, but at the end of the day, we believe what we want to believe. His girlfriend must, at that point, she was my girlfriend. His girlfriend must be stupid, and she don't know no better.
Is that what I said?
You said it's that damn girl. Something must be wrong with her if she can't see it. That's what you said. That's what was in the video.
And TRAE, let me tell you, I'm a woman of, I don't mind. I would have said that, like, to you. It was a true concern. Like,
but why have that? But
I know I said concern, but it's not a concern per se. I mean, I could care less, but it was. I mean, I got serious a question. Like, just where I'm from, I've never seen a woman that agrees to be with a bisexual man. If she didn't know, she didn't know.
If that was something that you felt the way about, or if it was a concern of yours, or whatever the case may be,
and I can't say not a concern. It was just.
But why not say?
In the conversation.
Okay, but why not say something to me?
Look, you out here now, and you're good.
But
at the same time,
I was never not out. That's what I'm saying.
But
hold on. Let me. Well, no. My girlfriend knew. My parents knew.
Okay.
My brother knew. My inner circle knew.
Okay.
My sexuality has never been a secret. What I posted on Instagram was for the internet, not my inner circle. It's never been a secret. So what I'm saying, I came out to my parents in college. So that's what I'm saying. But people automatically assume because I'm not posting my business on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever the case may be, that I must be somehow hiding who I am.
Why do you think your sexuality is brought up?
Because people are nosy as fuck.
How it felt or how it came across. Because it came across real
shade.
It came across real two-faced.
Okay, and that's one thing. Let me tell you, because the conversations I have about you, I might have to have a conversation about Marq. I might have to have a conversation about Rachel. Like, if you think about the whole blow up that happened at the reunion with Rachel, and me having to go in the back with her, and she considered me her best friend, and she's like, you would do me like this, you would do me like this, and I'm like, no. I could never just maliciously try to hurt y'all. Like, I would never want to just seem two-faced, like I'm out for you or don't like you or nothing like that. It's nothing like that, TRAE. And that's why I say I wish you could have heard the whole conversation. If the entire conversation would have been filmed, then you would have been like, damn, I see Destiny ain't two-faced, and she just had a concern over here, or I can't keep saying concern, or she was wondering over here. But
and that's fine, really wonder, but nobody, not a single person, everybody on this cast, on this platform, in this group has my number and my social media. Not a single person bothered to reach out to me, but everybody's speculating or making comments or what. How do you, perception, again, how do you think that makes me feel when I'm sitting here and I'm like, any one of y'all could have said something or pulled me to the side or asked, nobody even bothered to ask me.
He has a problem with you saying that you're gay. I mean, you're not gay, sorry.
First of all,
yeah.
Well, I'm not. Last time I checked, I still sleep with women.
Hello,
titty is out. So look, with that being said,
What's up?
no shade.
No, none taken.
Gay or straight?
What benefit of that is your?
I'm asking you a question. None. I'm none. Because I'm not fucking you.
Oh, well then if it's not, well then if it's not a benefit for, well if it's not of benefit to you, then we can move on.
It was, oh, well, he must be closeted. He must be lying to her. She must not know. If you know anything about my daily life, it ain't shit I can lie about my sexuality. I don't hide my friends. I don't hide where I go. I don't hide what I do. I'm not that person because I truly just do not give a fuck. But it ain't nobody's business unless I'm sticking my dick in you. And if I'm not, then mind your damn business.
This is how I looked at it, Trey. This is the same exact conversation I done had with every other person who is out. Let me tell you, I'm a country girl where this living ain't.
And I'm from a country town.
Like, it's not something you see on the daily.
Right.
And the ones that were, they was flat out, I am
right.
gay, and I don't give a damn, fuck it. So my thing was, if you're a part of a certain community, just like me being black, but when I'm around my white friends, I say, oh, I'm not black. I'm not black. Or I dress white, but I'm gonna hang over here with these black people. It's like, just, my perception was like, how does the community feel about it? Like, how does this work? And then at the end of the day, I really—
Is that a rhetorical question or did you want an actual answer? Because
no, I don't want to answer that. But
okay.
That was my mind. That was me asking questions.
Right.
Like,
so come talk to me. Because my friends that are blatantly, they were just like, well, Trey, why the fuck does it matter to anybody? Like, why do they care? And I'm like, bruh, that's the $1 million question because I don't know. Because none of my friends felt like I was trying to hide it.
It ain't like, okay, let me say, it ain't like I cared, like it was gonna stop me from loving you any type of way. It was just like, how does this work? And at the end of the day, I realized it's none of my business.
Who I really should have been apologizing to is his girlfriend, because I called her crazy. And I don't like to call no black woman out of their name because I'm a black woman before I'm anything. But like he said, his business is his business. So if he want to have 2 Mandingo men and 3 women, that's his thing. Because if I got 2 Mandingo men and I want to swing from tree to tree, that's my business. So he right.
This is like family at the end of the day, and that's why I pulled myself away from the show. Because I said, before I hurt any of y'all or y'all feel some type of way about me, I want to pull myself away because y'all are too close to me for me to be, now, you're too close to me to be a producer or director of this show, of this group. That's why fair. I no longer produce or direct on the way up Atlanta.
Right.
I come and I do my thing, but other than that, y'all too close to me. It's like family. So I don't want somebody to take a piece of a clip and think that that's all Destiny thought about Trey. Because if you would have seen the whole or heard the whole conversation, at the end, Trey, I'm in tears and bawling about you. At the end, Trey, I'm in tears and bawling about Rachel. Every last one of y'all. And then I had my own shit going on at the time.
And that's fair.
And you know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I love y'all, and for it to be an ongoing thing, like I told DEVONTA, if Trey want to talk to me, I'm gonna allow him to call me. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna call him, because I feel like if you're upset with a person, you need your space. You need to let me know when is the right time, and that's why when I came in here, I hugged you and embraced you and wanted you to know it's nothing but love from me. Seriously, honest to God, I love every last one of y'all to death. Like y'all my siblings.
I'll say this about me. Once I learn how a person moves or I perceive how you move, I'm gonna adjust my behavior accordingly. It ain't gotta be beef. It ain't gotta be nothing. I can be cordial and I can be done with it. I'm good at cutting people off like that. I won't do that to you. So I accept your apology. We're good.
But let me tell you, I'm a pruner too. If you feel like I was that awful to you, like then you need to leave me alone and cut me off. That's what I'm saying.
No. I'm just saying overall, that's just how I operate with people. And so I won't do that to you. Okay. Now there is somebody who will stay in that category based on behavior, but you won't be one of them. You won't be that person.
Oh, well, thank you, King.
Shut up.
That's your problem. And I'm saying it on camera, in your face, I love you, but boy, you're the most, child.
And that's fine. Sometimes I love you too. And sometimes I can be, but you learn to just meet people where they are and be done with it.
Never wake without a good morning. Never lay down in the bed without a good night. Good night. Pay attention to my triggers. On my knees, you deliver. Oh, baby. You do everything right.
Hold on.
Go get your cup, Avery.
Get your cup, Avery. Get your cup. What you nervous for?
Ooh, you ain't in trouble. Ooh.
I don't like being in trouble.
You're not in trouble. Why would you say
Go get your cup, and I'm finna make me a cup, and then we gon' powwow, okay? I need something light. I've been drinking light.
Oh, okay.
I'm pissed at you. I am pissed to the highest festivity. So, this is my first time seeing Avery since events transpired at the park and at the club. So I definitely know that I need to have a conversation with him. I don't want to take the attention away from Rachel and her party, but I definitely need to talk to Avery because it's a couple things that I feel like needs to be addressed.
What's up?
Hey Avery, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great.
What's up?
I'm really disappointed. Like, I'm pissed.
About what?
About how everything went the other day. Like, for real, for real.
You talking about after a powwow?
We supposed to have a powwow. Everybody kind of like was attacking me. I felt attacked. Like, for real, for real. And it's like I feel like you knew more to the story that was going on, and you didn't speak up for me, like, for real, for real. Because it was people that didn't even know that I had been there for like 30 minutes. And that was the reason why I was a little irritated to begin with, like, for real. I was texting you as everything was going on.
You're right.
And then, like, when you and Phil, y'all had y'all little powwow to the side, like, I just feel like you never once defended me because you know me as a person.
Right.
And one thing I strive on is making sure that I'm always cool with everybody, for real.
What's going on? What's going on? Like, what's up?
Me and Avery just having a conversation, you know, me and you, we talked, and I thank God that everything is kind of cool, but I just want to make sure that my character ain't, because I'm not that type of person. And I was communicating with Avery as everything was going on. It was a lot going on. So, leaving the park, I'm over it. I don't feel like anything was resolved, but the number one thing on my mind is me and Phil need to have a conversation. We are too grown for it to be an issue, and we're not able to just have an adult conversation to figure out what it is, discuss it, and move on. That's where I'm at in my life right now. So, me being who I am, I got in contact with Phil.
So, at this point, Marq thinks it's a game, and it's not a game. I think that Marq owed me an apology right there face to face, but Marq doesn't feel like he did anything wrong, so Marq doesn't think that he owed an apology. However, Marq reached out to me twice. I did not answer. I finally called Marq back and I said, what is it?
Reached out and at first didn't get a response. Okay, cool. Finally got a response and we did talk. We had a very, very good conversation about what was going on. He understood then where I was coming from. I understood then where he was coming from. And we moved on.
And he said, I do apologize about what happened in the club that night. And I said, well, what exactly happened in the club tonight? So we reiterate, and Marq goes back through what happens in the club. He says, well, I do apologize to put my hands on you. I said, yes, I am an old grown-ass man, and I do not respect the fact that you put your hands on me, because I will never put my hands on you. And if I do put my hands on you, you best believe that you would never put your hands back on me.
Listen, it was, to my defense, like, honestly, it was a lot that just happened. And I did not mean to, like, not have your back and nothing like that, because you was texting me. And you my friend. I focus you all day.
And that's what I was going to say, like, even I'm supposed to be a friend, and it makes me look at you because we already had one issue that done took place, and then it's like for us to be going through this again, and you already know me as a person, like, you know when I touched Phil, when I physically touched him, you know it was nothing like that.
Right.
You know it was nothing like
right.
that. I told you after the fact, and you know me as a person.
You did.
During that situation, and I feel like you really just did not have my back.
You did. It just in that moment, I literally was just like, it was just a lie.
Did you see the touch? Like, did you see like him actually physically touching
we was
me?
all right there together.
I think everybody
and I
was
even
shocked
talked to
because
him.
I was shocked too because it happened so fast.
Everything happened quick.
Hold on. Just say this, like, I apologize not having your back. Like, it just happened so fast.
Because you know me. You know me.
And it was just like...
And you know that situation could have been something completely different, but I tried to do that just so it wouldn't get to that point. Because I'm already irritated. I had been out there for a good little minute. I'm already I'm ready to go.
I didn't know the story because I asked Abram when we were in the section, who are you texting? I did ask you that, right?
Did you?
Remember, you were standing right there, you were texting, and I said,
Wait a minute, y'all.
I was like, Abram, who are you texting? And I was like, let's get our party on.
I don't remember that.
That's when you told me to come with you to the front door.
No.
To come get Marq.
No.
That was the conversation you had.
You asked, I asked you to go to the bathroom with me.
No, that was after
you
we
asked me to go to the
got
front door with you.
Wait.
Like, no.
How do I know Marq is here?
Phil, like, no, man.
Abram.
No, man.
Okay, Abram, we're going to get this straight.
And
right
we are.
Because I really want to get this straight.
So we went to the bathroom before I got there?
No, I'm just saying, you asked me to come to the front door with you.
For what?
That's what I remember, to go get Marq.
How would I know Marq was there?
I don't know. I wasn't in it. I don't know.
You were texting Marq. You said, come with me to the front door.
Avery, nobody even knew that I was there.
I didn't know he
I
was
hadn't
there.
talked to nobody, really. I might have tried to call DEVONTA, but nobody really knew I was there. So I don't know what's going on.
I think you have your
I don't want my
because
character to be attacked because, like I said, I was already. It was a lot going on before me and Phil had even interacted with each other.
And honestly, in that moment, it was a lot going on, and no shade, but it was like, damn, like Avery's not involved in anything, so I ain't saying nothing.
All on the same page, and we was all able to nip this in the bud, like for real. Because after tonight, I don't want to talk about this no more, like for real.
That was on me. I apologize because I literally was like in a zone before you even got there. It was a situation in the parking lot with DEVONTA. I was already inebriated, so.
I understand, but I'm just gonna say this, and this just to be on the record, just going forward, like me and you, Abram, we friends outside of all of this stuff. I do not want to lose our friendship over no BS, like for real, like for real, because I really consider you my friend.
Right.
But I need for you to show me that you're my friend because lately I have not been seeing that. Like even everything went down the other night, Avery, you didn't even check on me. Like realistically, I don't care what you had going on that night. Because last year when you was in the hot seat, I still called and I still checked on you. All last year, I had your back. I was there, no matter what the situation was, who was wrong, who was right. I really just wanted to see everybody win, but more specifically, Abram. We developed a real strong bond through this. So this year, for the shoe to be on the other foot, and for me to feel like I don't have anybody in this group that's really trying to, see my side or have my back, I'm disappointed.
So with Marq doing everything for taking it for you last year, the reunion and everything, what would you like to tell him?
Well, the question is, did Marq take up for me?
And I had even admitted, like, hey, I went back and looked at the situation and I could see where, stuff could have went left and I was wrong. I said that. Everybody stood there and attacked me and my friend did not one time even speak up for me.
Or whatever, no matter what happened between all three of us in the situation that happened, and it was unfortunate the situation happened.
We're gonna move past that.
We're gonna move past it. But y'all still gotta move past that too.
We're gonna move past it. I just wanted to make sure I talked to him.
And I make sure your friendship is gonna stay genuine.
Because honestly and truthfully, I feel like had it just been kind of communicated, then all of this, it might have been a little different. Phil didn't know I had been there. I didn't know Phil didn't know that I had been there.
I'm just gonna say this. You're right. I should have said something.
Because you knew what was going on. And you know me as a person.
I apologize.
I didn't just walk. I didn't come there with an attitude.
No,
I didn't come there trying to start drama.
You did. And I apologize.
But I felt very,
I'm
embarrassed.
not making no excuses. Yeah. But I should have said something. I apologize for that.
All right, we'll just fist pump it out. This is gonna be the dead of that situation. You gonna act like a boss, and I'm just gonna come in here.
Y'all gonna act like bosses.
I'm just here to read the comment section.
Hold on, it's the comment section for me.
Yes, it's always the comment section for me. And I love you all. Are we done with that?
We done. We good.
All right. We good, right?
We good.
No more, right?
We good.
Okay. All right. We good, friends. All right. For real, like, seriously.
I wanted to wait till he walked away. You don't understand how bad that hurt me. Because Avery, you of all people, you know how much I'm already, and I'm not trying to use nothing as no excuse, but you know what all I'm dealing with, like for real. And it was like that day, like everything happened at the club. It happened. It should have been a conversation we had, and we should have moved. I'm saying with just everybody. But the fact that I sat there that day and like, you know everything that happened. DEVONTA really, really showed out on me, like for real. And even, I don't care if you was on everybody, if you was on everybody else's side, that was fine. But in that moment, like you was not there, and that hurt me to my core. Like I'm already dealing with enough stuff, like for real. I'm already dealing with enough. And it was the fact that I just felt like this one time, because Aaron, I had your back last year. I had your back. Like I didn't care what nobody else had to say about anything. I had your back. So it was like the one time that I really, really needed you because of everything that I got going on. I'm not strong enough. I need somebody to be there with me right now. Like it's a struggle. Every day has been a struggle for me. And in that moment, I just needed somebody. I was going against like 7 people at one time. It was Rachel. It was TRAE. It was Matt. It was Easy. Blue was sitting there chilling, but I'm going against everybody. And DEVONTA. And that was the biggest thing. I did not expect that because I'm not that type of person. I don't like this extra stuff. I don't get involved in none of this for that reason. So I was beyond hurt. And it's like we go through all of this stuff. I have to deal with all of this stuff. But then the next day when these cameras start rolling and stuff, me and you still friends. And just to be real, like everything that's been happening, you have not been showing me that you're a friend. Like for real.
At this point, my friendship with Avery is almost non-existent.
So we gonna move past this because I ain't the one to live in the moment about nothing, but it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take a lot of work, but just remember, like, you know me, and it takes a lot for me to call somebody my friend. I'm calling you a friend, and I expect so much more.
Me too, you're right.
Cause I was, you know, so we good. We ain't gonna take too much energy and too much time away from Rachel's party. We finna go have a good time. Look, I need you to smile, cause look, I'm here now. We finna have a good time, okay? I don't want this conversation to change anything, but I just wanted to talk to you like on the real because I was really hurt because I'm already dealing with enough, and then to have to deal with all this stuff with everybody coming at me and DEVONTA, that was a lot.
Next time on the way up Atlanta.
I agree to be a judge, and then I get there, and somebody who not even really in our group like that, you replace me with to judge. But baby, it's your birthday. Okay.
So don't get mad when nobody talks to your shit. Don't get mad when nobody talks to your shit because it's betrayal. You get out what you get out. Is TRAE, were you on time? Were you on time?
Yeah, we getting it jumping, we getting it popping in Atlanta, starting it off.
Why y'all didn't respond to Phil's text messages about going to brunch? He had this whole thing planned out. Y'all didn't have to pay for nothing. It was gonna be Labor Day weekend. Y'all could at least say y'all weren't coming.
What text message?